All right, y'all, this is a live broadcast, but I'm tailoring it for the people who are going to watch it in the future. And apparently, I had more pineapple strawberry rum punch than I thought. I'm pretty slow going today. And I paid my rent today. Feel like a champion. You guys are champions. Astro Fight Club is amazing. I love you guys. And obviously, what we're talking about here today, the reason that I'm doing this semi-impromptu, is as you can see, the storm is not totally headed north like the models predicted, and it's still got this heavy rain band happening in its tail. And so it looks like California, Mexico, Oregon, Washington, you guys better be getting ready for what is on your way. And after this storm, you got another storm to follow. So it is now smoke 'em if you got 'em time. And then we got another storm moving over the United States of America. Right now it is in the heartland, all the way up into Canada, Nantucket. Wait, notice that Nathan Voot? I don't even know. Nunavut. Yeah, dude, in Nunavut, you guys are getting snow. Be ready for that, Nunavut. As you can see, this is a stormy pattern, bro. Europe just got hit with a lot, and I guess they're still getting hit with a lot of rain and snow mixture. Norge, Denmark. Man, I want to go to Europe someday. And congratulations, everybody go ahead and celebrate. After spending 4 long months in Scorpio, Venus has now entered Sagittarius. I think the next month would be great. Hell yeah! I might even get to rub a booty. And when I said booty, I mean, pirate's treasure. All right. So we got this storm that's going to be moving east. We got this storm that's going to be moving east. We're going to watch crap. We're going to watch its future progression predicted by computers out there. Now watch out. It blows up. It gets bigger. It's like a storm erection at the end, so don't freak out. It doesn't happen like that. So you watch. But so this still continues to kind of pull it north. Will that happen? We shall see. But either way, what has gone through California was just the beginning in this wave after wave after wave pattern. Is anybody here? Well, hello, Briand Joyce. Well, hello, Eurasian enthusiast. Well, hello, as the years are. Well, hello, Jenny Miko. Well, hello, Butterbean. Things are great. I woke up a little groggy and blurry, eyes blurry, and ran around town running errands. Paid my rent, made me feel like a champion. It's like, oh my God, y'all, somebody give me a medal. I paid rent. Life is great. And I get back, and people are arguing about climate change. And I'm like, well, they block me. Because anytime you talk about anything other than carbon or tax, people are like, no, shut up. And it's like, dude, you got a giant storm bearing down on the West Coast, and that thing's big, man. I mean, that is like at least 4 Californias. I mean, if you put Californias, I wish I could cut it out and then paste as many in here. I'll do that over time, maybe. That's a big storm, man. And if this thing continues to rotate like this as it moves west, it is going to be rain training over several areas. So red is what we look out for, man. All right. Now we're going to, look, this is the next 2 weeks, bro. Now let's get down to the color-coded chart, and I'll check back to chat in a minute. You got 24 inches at the top, beige, yellow, orange. I don't know. I am colorblind. So I see color. They're just different than yours. And even the dark orange is like 12 inches. So the foot of rain, anywhere from 1 foot, 2 feet of rain over that whole swath of Canada, Washington, Oregon, Northern California, all the way into Half Moon Bay in San Francisco. See, I understand the territory of California better now because I lived somewhere about around here for like on and off for a year. On and off, on and off, on and off. I drove my car twice from here back to Houston. Twice. Man, that's a crazy drive. Wasn't like a fun road trip. It was like, oh, I'm sad. We've just broken up. Whatever. But did I mention Venus? Oh yeah, we're talking about damn storms. Okay, we have 182 rivers flooding, which may sound bad, and it is, but it may sound better because we had like 239 the other night. And so we're going to take a look at the GFS model. I'm going to let them run. I'm going to pop chat back up for a second. Whoa, man. It's like a party during the day. LawyerServiceDirect.com. Hi, and thank you. Thank you, and thank you. Thank you, everybody who's prayed for me, contributed, donated, who's kept me. 2018 was the worst year of my life. I've already almost had more fun in 2019 than I did the whole year. So I just wanted to say thanks, everybody. I do what I can, y'all. And this shit is crazy. And it's weird. Like, I don't know, what have we had now? 5 or 6, 7 earthquake, 7.0 magnitude earthquakes in the last 37 days. We're averaging like, that's pretty big. And I highly recommend, I don't know if you guys have watched Suspicious Observers video on the crustal displacement CIA thing. I recommend watching it with someone you love and holding their hands. I wouldn't have children watch it. It's not going to leave you with a happy feeling, but it's interesting information. She was like, man, if we get a 7 earthquake every day, then we're in trouble. I was like, oh no, yeah, okay. Hello, Singapore. Whoa, I'm across the world. Hello, Bakersfield. Right now, this is heavily focused on the West Coast because, hey, thank you, Maddox. Thank you, Michael. How about the Nemesis solar system? And that's why, look, the one thing I say, and I speak honestly when I talk about everything, is that, man, I've seen the sky do things that I don't understand. I've seen stars do things that I don't understand. And though, like the fact that NASA only sends robots past our atmosphere makes me still wonder, what the hell is outer space? The fact that they don't have GoPros hanging out in outer space 24/7 so we can just watch the asteroid belt makes me wonder, what is outer space? The fact that anytime they show us the ISS or they take photographs, like, I never see satellites. No matter what image they take, what height, I never see satellites, any type of satellites in the sky. So someone said to me the other day, they go, dude, Sirius is Nemesis Nibiru. And then I laughed, not out of disrespect, I laughed because Sirius is a dog star. And me and dogs get along like peanut butter and jelly. Like, I love dogs and dogs love me, man. And so Planet X is Sirius, and that's cool because I believe some of my star stuff comes from the Orion belt. So I'm like the Orion family, and Sirius and Orion get along really well. Like, Sirius is technically either Orion is Sirius's man or Sirius is Orion's dog star. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like I own dogs. We're just good friends. And so, same thing with the women. Okay. Possession and ownership. It's a weird thing, man. It's a weird thing. We're talking about, Nemesis, Starfield. So, but we're in a Starfield. So it's not even like if we have one thing perturbing us, it's like everything affects everything. So I think it's important to study where the planets are, but definitely just based on where the planets within our own solar system, including Eris. Why is Uranus still showing the hell? Boom. Look at that. And so, look, even here, we're still on this. So I don't even get into right now. I'm so fascinated with these. But on another thing, NASA announces like a new Planet X every day. Like planet far out. Okay, so new find far out. Boom. I can't even keep up. What has been so crazy? I haven't been able to keep up with all the new Planet X's. That Planet Goblin. I record audio. I like to edit the good ones. And so this October, they found a brand new planet. I like the orbitals. They always like to show us the animations up front. I'm like, no, give me the damn orbital, man. There it is. There's my beautiful orbital. So there's Sedna. Because that's how, like, it was like a chain that started. You had, like, they were like, hey, we found Eris and Haname and Make, and hey, we found Sedna. Oh, hey, we found VP113. And they're like, hey, dudes, we found the Goblin. Think about it. Here's our solar system here. How many solar systems can you fit in this thing? A lot. And you can almost tell that if we're here, you'd have another star here or somewhere within here. Pew, 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 pew. I recommend, like, looking up videos of the Sagittarius A, the center of our galaxy. Watching the stars move around the center there is interesting. Okay, but for purposes today, I'm going to weave in and out like a ninja samurai honky-tonk dancer to remind people if they're showing up from California that all indications we have are that this is going to be a pretty nasty event. Oh, let's go to Windy and check out the wind guesses, because storms have multiple components. I don't know if you knew that. You should now. So it almost looks like a winter hurricane or a spring hurricane or calicane. Can we call it that? We got a calicane coming, kids. You best be prepared. And be prepared means, like, okay, I got emotionally messed up last year around January because they interviewed one guy and he was bawling because his mom was like 70, 80, got a text that said, you have a 10-foot mudslide coming to your home. Please evacuate now. If you don't, you're going to die. And that wasn't what it said, but it was nutshelling. And so she was 70, 80. She couldn't get out, and so she died. But she texted her son saying, oh my God, they sent me a text saying I got like 20 minutes to get out or I'm going to die. And so he was all bawling, and that affected me. That was like the time, right around that whole year, I stopped editing videos around half the year because all the videos were so fucking horrible. It took me like 2 hours to pull the videos, and then that made me feel very bad. And then I'd edit them, and that made me feel very bad. And I'd post a video, and then people would be angry at me. So it was like a 3-layered process of feeling bad emotionally. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I stopped editing videos, just because it was like a 20-hour process to get kicked in the balls 12 times. And then still every month have to go, hey guys, can you guys send me $5 so I can pay my rent? So I had to take a break from editing, but I'm going to get back into it. Hopefully today I can go get my medicine. We'll see. Okay, so yeah, we're talking about this calicane. So not only is it a wind event, it is a rain event. And so the models had it getting pulled more into Alaska. That does not look like that is happening. Meaning it's coming somewhere in the middle. They kept pulling it up here, and now it looks much more central, West Coast centric. And this is the big band I've been talking about for like 5 days now, that this thing is red. And so as this thing moves forward, wherever this train's over is going to have potential to drop a whole lot of rain. And so the event beforehand was just the warm-up event. This has been the big event I've been watching the whole time. And remember how and then you still got multiple events after, with 1, 2 possible rain atmospheric events. But by the shape of this, I'm going to go ahead and call this thing a calicane. All right? People can get mad. I don't care. I love you. I care about you. But I don't have to take your opinion to heart. If that bothers you, I'm sorry. You're going to need to get tougher, though. All right, let's chit-chat for a second. Ooh. I'd like to leave something cool and animated up, though. Give me a second. Hey, Brett Chaggers. How are you? This is so cool. It's like real people are here. I can't see how many people in the room. Anything over 12 and I'm excited. All right, this is a great place to let it run while I check the chat. If you're now joining us, I just wanted to state again, this looks like a large event. Oh, Are we getting anything here in Oregon and Washington? That is a fantastic question, and the answer is yes, but I gotta time it out. But I still, I would guess this will pull up some north. So I'm pretty sure, even though it might only be south or in central Washington, but I would guess it might even be from here. It's a matter of where this, I mean, look, damn, I wish I had something that could draw. I'll do this. It's kind of cheating. It's not really recording. Okay. Give me 1 second. Do, 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 do. Okay. We're playing with lines, people. That's what we're doing. Wait, one more color. Do, do, do. That color sucks. You suck, color. I mean, not that your color's bad. It's just in the usage of this graphic. It's not that helpful. Try this one. Okay, so look how big that storm is. Like in the rain band right there we're watching. So everybody, and this is just giving us a general idea of the size of it. And so I think it will be moving kind of like that. And it depends on where like the core of this goes. And so you can scale it up and down kind of based on where it's going to go, you know? And then it's going to come back down like it has been. Oh my God, this like weather and art. And if I could tell jokes, then it would be like weather, art, and comedy. Sweet. And it's going to come back out. So, I mean, look how big that thing is. And one thing that's weird is that, I don't know if as a man or a woman you've ever been around a male orgasm, is it just comes out and it's done and it's gone. Storms are different. They're like long duration orgasms. And so you would think that once it dumped this amount of water, it would just be over. We found that's not always the case. Okay. Yeah, I even freaked myself out with the orgasm metaphor, so I'm going to peel away from that. Oh, yeah. Boom, 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 boom. So there, if you're late and joining us, this is the latest look at the GFS guess at the next 2 weeks. And the orange is anywhere from 12 to 20 inches. As you can see, the worst, I mean, there isn't any place that is safe from getting too much rain from Canada, Washington, Oregon, California. When I cough, that is a sign that I did not light my cigarette. Okay, here we go. Perfect. So yeah, and it's going to be a chain event. Now I'm going to take a look at Earth volcanoes. Dude, I don't know if y'all heard, but the volcanoes in the Caribbean are steaming. I'm worried. Oh, man. That's why I need my concentration medicine. I'm jumping all over the place with my attention deficit disorder. 182 rivers flooding. Here we go. Let this thing run for a second. My brain is used to smashing as much good content as I can while I edit. Live is different. I have to learn to adjust. Right, we're going to go back up. Hello, slightly slanted sleuth for the truth. Glad you're here. We're checking out the world and its weird, magnificent process. But as you can see, the red, it now doesn't look as dry or hot as this area was. So maybe the magma has shifted. You know what I'm saying? I jump around. Oh. It's like Princess Leia's honey bun hairdo. If Earth were her face, I mean, if North America were her face. See that? You got this convergence boob. I mean, that's what it's shaped like, right? It's either bow shock flying boob of convergence line, and then you got 2 more. Those are your next systems that are going to come at us. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that. So it does look like, yes, Planet X and Blue Bonnet. I appreciate the work everybody, all the good people have done in the truth community. You know, that's the good thing about the truth community. You learn a little here, you learn a little there. And hopefully the era of people competing to be like #1 truth community guy is over. So we're all in this together, man. This ain't the Golden Globes, bro. We don't get our shit together. A bunch of people die. Civilizations collapse and stuff. That's way different than going and picking up an award and going to a party. You know what I'm saying? Yep. And I had a great time at an actual party yesterday. And so I tried to talk very shortly about my super city idea, and the idea of building a city is very romantic. And we discussed it. Kind of the grand theater hall would be a great centerpiece, so that if music properly played would be heard well throughout the whole city. And then our super symphony and singers would do David Bowie's "We Could Be Heroes" every day. Man, that'd be a good party, huh? So yeah, you got 2 major mean sea level pressures that look like giant planets or moons or Dyson spheres. Go ahead and call it whatever you want to, baby. And they will be heading our way. And so this is the giant little planet. Let's call it a dwarf planet storm. All right. Cali Kane is a dwarf planet storm. Man, we're just sciencing up all over the place here. Okay, we're going to leave it like this. That gives people a better picture while trying. Boom. All right. 82 people. So definitely something strange is going on. And it's why, even if you kind of like I don't talk about it a lot because it freaks people out, but the astrology stuff, like I've been following it the last 2 years, and it's made a lot of sense, meaning that all the astrology stuff was highly anomalous, all 2018. And 2019 will still be a challenging year, but 2018 was like a center point kind of nadir year for what felt like all of humankind, where everybody had to clean out their shit, like get rid of their disillusions. It was definitely a period where the Leo King and Amber Khan have mentioned that, like, time where people just choose their own reality. It's like, I believe that water is the earth, and if people could believe that and get away with, you can just believe whatever you want to believe. Like if you want to believe that Ronald Reagan or Bill Clinton was exactly like Jesus and had no sins and invented cotton candy and automobiles, you can believe that. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody over the last 5 or 6 years kind of just got to say, hey, I am the smartest man on the planet. I can believe whatever I want and get away with it. But at the exact same time, we had everybody wanting to be popular on social media and social networking. So instead of people coming up with radical ideas like me, they would more conform their ideas to everybody else's. So you would join one popular gang or the other. And so like every major social group is like a gang, like I'm up against the $4.5 trillion carbon salesman gang. And they have media, they have politicians. They've even got the oil companies, most of being like, yeah, it's the carbon. You know what I'm saying? And so those, stay in your gangs, or even like, I'm for abortion gang, or I'm against abortion gang, or I think voting will save us gang. And so it's been a hard time to have your own, to kind of figure out what's real. So everybody's been lecturing everybody about what is real. And we haven't gotten a whole lot of shit done. So yeah, it was a rough year. So everything is strange, and the sun is changing. As Leo King said, the sun is already ready. The sun is like, boom, I'm 7D. I'm leveled up. Let us go. Let's have a good time. Let's return to civilization forward. And, but people have been having their belief systems kind of torn down. And now I think Mother Nature is going to help assist us in reteaching us what is real. And the whole thing about the subs, I'm worried about my numbers for 4 years, 5 years, because and other people listen. And from the richest families on the planet to the poorest families on the planet, it's sometimes some representative of that family has watched Thor News. So, there is a lot of responsibility behind us, even if the numbers don't show it. And so I'm just glad that people are listening. What up, T? I'm trying to do what I can to help, The world should be a party. This should be way more fun. And the fact that, I'm sorry, and not like I'm trying to say, like, I know, you don't know. I'm just trying to teach people that, like, yeah, dude, look at these shapes that continue to repeat. Look how these two things look like. Hey, that kind of looks like Jupiter and Io. Maybe it is Jupiter and Io. Some of the older religions talked about how Jupiter was Nemesis, or some have said that Saturn was Nemesis. No matter what, the solar system has been around a long time. And so planets change. And the core of the Earth is like a mini star, man. And science doesn't talk about that a lot. Science is not a big fan of talking about volcanoes. Apparently, corporations and advertisers don't want us talking about fucking volcanoes either. But, oh yeah, I gotta stay on target. But I am staying on target, because look at that. So we are watching two major systems. If this one comes south, that's a major problem for the coast. If it stays north, it's gonna be a major problem for Alaska into Upper Canada. But this is our dwarf planet, Cali Kane. And that is why I'm live. And I know they had the Golden Globes out there. Hey, I'll be honest, man. I went and lived in Hollywood for a year, and then I left. I said, if I ever go back, I'll know that I have to slay a dragon, so I better be ready to slay a fucking dragon. And so, I have not gone back yet, and there are a lot of Disney princesses trapped in an ivory tower. As a hero, it's my job to free them and at least give them a choice of what to choose. And Batman said, we don't get mad at slaves. We don't kill slaves. So, you can be mad at somebody trying to be mad at the beautiful women who can sing like angels until they've had a choice to make, It's like you have a slave harem. Be mad at the women in the harem, they don't have a choice and they try to leave and they cut their faces off and shit. Yeah, I don't know, James Bond. Oh, I think, here's my opinion, this may trigger you. I think Daniel Craig, who is James Bond right now, I think he should be 007 and then have Idris Elba, I can't pronounce his name, be 008. So they would literally create a whole new 008 character for Idris Elba. And then for like a 3-act arc, you could have the two James Bond, 007 and 008, and then you'd literally have two franchises. And then Steven Spielberg has said he's always wanted to direct a James Bond movie, but MGM would never let him. Well, he didn't say MGM would never let him, but he's always wanted to, and it's never happened, and I don't understand why. So I would let Spielberg direct the 3-act arc. And I think that would be badass, and everybody would go see it, and it would be badass. But who knows, man? Last I heard, the Huffington Post were half writing the James Bond movie, so advertisers calling the screenwriting shots. It's one reason I was in town as a screenwriter for a year and then left. Ain't no motherfucker telling me what to write. You know what I'm saying? Well, the first time I got handed script notes, it was put lesbians in it. I was like, okay, can you imagine handing Hemingway that note? All right, dude, I read The Sun Also Rises. Can you put some lesbians in it? This is crazy. Crazy world, man. It's crazy world. Show business. It's not show art. It's show business. Yeah, whatever, buddy. Put a pin in that. It's too edgy. Okay, all right. I'm off the rails now. Yeah, this is fucking serious. This is dangerous. We've been talking about it for like 2 weeks. I think that's what happens. Like me and Cranky and all the other weather team, we can literally see these events a week, 10 days out. And so we're literally like, hey, everybody, this shit is going to be crazy. By the time we get there, we're super burned out. And then everybody's asking all the questions. I got time this thing out. Oh, yeah. I'm live. I'm going to check out. I keep bobbing back and forth to chat. So if you leave me a question, I'll try to get to it. But Hello, Melissa Morales. Hello, Tanya Olson. And I wanted to say thank you again to everybody. Callie Kane, like Kali, like from I think Kali's from Indiana Jones. Nah, just kidding. It was deeper, older than that. But you talk about why bother with this world? What is that like saying? Why take a shit when you gotta take a shit? Why drink water when you get thirsty? You know what I'm saying? Like, why bother with this world? Is that like an existential question? Like, because if I don't piss when I gotta piss, then I piss all over my couch. And then if you piss all over your couch too many times, you smell extra disgusting. You know, like, why eat food when I'm hungry? Well, you starve. You got to deal with the world, man. As my two Air Force dads basically always said, you got to do the best you can with the hand you've been dealt. And so, no matter what, we're in this world, and if people don't want to be here, you know, they don't have euthanasia clinics, so you have to deal with this world. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Anyway, wave after wave after wave. So, but that is a big storm. Now let us try to time this out. That is a 6-hour interval. Boom. Wait, no way. Maybe it's 12. That's 24. All right, so you got about till noon tomorrow. Boom, 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 boom. I'll move it over here. Let's do that again. So, like, how many okay, let's just take the coast. That's about 3 coasts. You know what I'm talking about? The size of the storm is at least 3 coasts of moisture. And so it's a matter of how deep are these levels, baby. Baby. Yeah, definitely a lot of stars are about to get wet. And why is there no back out feature in Earth? Wait. Earth Null School. I love this place, by the way. This thing is addictive. Now let's look at total precipitable water. That is the amount of water that wants to participate in an event. And as you will notice, you have a deep moisture fetch. This looks like it will be more headed towards Mexico, Texas, Arkansas, the Arctilect, Ohio. Yeah, it's where like, oh shit, Edgar Casey map again. Leave me alone. I'd much rather have titties in my face than the Edgar Casey map in my face. And that's all I've been getting for the last few years. Stupid ass Edgar Casey map in my. And you know, if you have to, I'm honest. Yeah, I really think at some point we could get an earthquake. And from the BP Deep Horizon spill that was here, then the methane sinkhole in Louisiana that's here, you have the largest earthquake activity center here, and in the angular planetary momentum scenario, that if you got another New Madrid earthquake, there's a chance that you would, I would say 50, 60, 70% chance you would get a terraforming event where you can see the middle lost here. And so I believe that, and that's why I'm tired. I mean, this is just the moisture, but I'm tired of having to be a real possibility and people still arguing about a fucking climate tax. Like, do your research, man. Nobody knows what is the cause of all of it, and so we should be prepared for almost anything. And that is why I highly recommend building safe cities in these areas. Do this again. It's my cheap way of getting arrows. See, I like this area. It's going to be safest, I think. And it depends. If it becomes a combat situation, then everybody's going to die. You know what I'm saying? If you have an event like that while people are not getting along, it's not going to work too well. There was a time where I thought Texas and California were going to go to war. We won't ever talk about that, though. Did I mention James Bond? You got 007 and then 008. There can be more than one like there can be more than one man or woman out there trying to save the world. Technically, we need a lot of people like that on every single continent and island around the world. We're all in this together. Every man I know, gay or straight, has definitely found someone like physically attractive that is of a race that is not theirs. And the fact that we can all have babies and create Jessica Alba's and Selena Gomez's and even Taylor Swift's. It's amazing. I went to a baby shower yesterday, so I've got babies on my mind. Forgive me. I want to have babies someday. I'd be a great dad. Whatever. Shut up. Note to myself. Okay. What are we looking at now? Let's go to boom. So yeah, if you've just joined my rambling, we have a Cali Cane, a dwarf planet-sized storm system that is headed towards California. Now it looks pretty. It looks to have severe weather potential and high destruction potential. I ain't making this shit up. Let's go back to this thing. No. I thought I'd put you on the end. Boom. There you go. Okay, so it is a rain system, and if we look into the rain system, it'll be here in 24 hours. You got 24 hours to prepare, people. And you got the burn scar areas because California it was probably its worst. I'm pretty sure it was its worst wildfire season ever. And so the mudslides are going to be tremendous, and they have a lot of hilly terrain. So, we should be able to have 3D maps that give us better ideas about this stuff. I'm sure we do somewhere. They're just not available to the public. It's probably like a $1 billion Bloomberg terminal. Like if you buy the $1 billion Bloomberg terminal, it'll give you the exact 3D maps and it'll tell you where to buy real estate. In the case of an Edgar Casey event, okay, I'm lighting a second cigarette because I had to think about the Edgar Casey map twice, 3-4 times, and boobs. Boobs have healing power, and that's a hill that I'm willing to die on. Boobs are magic. I know you don't like the science, but boobs are also two objects. They just are. Where's the baby getting milk? Out of two objects. Milk is an object. Jeez, Luis. Okay, there you go. So not only is it a rain event, it is a dwarf planet-sized mean sea level pressure event. There. So it's a rain event and it's a wind event. Like right now, it is showing top winds, wind gusts. These are wind gusts. 85, 91. Yeah, it's a Cali Cane, man. I want to edit a video. Get excited. Rain is coming and wind is coming. Slightly slanted sleuth for the truth. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hell yeah. Thank you for putting money in my digital G-string. I appreciate that in a genderless, asexual way. A lot of times I tell jokes. I'm bringing jokes back, man. I'm bringing jokes back. Jokes coming with the weather. Thank you. It's like SSSFTT. I'm going to say that again. SSSFTT. Thank you. SSSFTT. Very cool. Crazy map. Crazy days indeed. That's it. Even if the world is ending, which I don't think it is, why not be cool? I prefer to be cool and adapt to this shit, and we can do it. Okay, so right now we're looking at top wind gusts of 91 miles an hour. And let's go back to the cheap indicator. Wait. I'm slightly hungover too, if my brain is not. That punch I drank yesterday hit me harder than I thought at the time. Got some good sleep though. Paid rent. Thank you guys so much. Paid rent. Felt like a champion. So I got good sleep today for the first time like in a month. And the rum punch didn't hurt my ability to get sleep. So I kind of groggy. But anyway, but yeah, if you even look at the size of this wind event, basically if you're from Mexico, Baja, all the way up into, I would guess it might correct up a little like that. But yeah, either way, like the different storm pattern possible periods, do a different color. But that's a big event, and right now you have the core of the anywhere from, I would guess when it comes on shore, 50 to 80 miles an hour. Although the mountaintops might be getting hundreds. That's gonna be a nasty wind event. Yeah, we can even zoom in. Click. Watch this. I'm zooming in. This is Screencast-O-Matic. I know people, if you ever want to make your own videos, it's like $15 a year. It's kind of basic. I don't know, I like all of its pointers and stuff. And it'll record a microphone, or it'll record, like if you want to record someone else's videos or a CNBC video. I recommend it. For $15 a year, it's great, and it's what I use for. Well, I use Premiere Adobe Pro as well, which is like $56 a month. But I'm technically a professional editor. It's professional level, but it's worth it. I love it. Although some people like Final Cut Pro, and some people even use what is the old school one? Anyway, because I recommend people make videos too. You learn a lot by making videos. Although I would add comedy, because a lot of times that's how I get out of. I never had to deal with copyrights, because anytime I get a copyright strike, I would write them a letter talking about how my shit is a parody. I use comedy and satire. And so then they'd be like, oh, okay, you're protected by the amendments. We cannot copyright strike you. I'd be like, ha ha, and I made you laugh. Okay, whatever. Okay, so yeah, it's a giant. Okay, it's a giant wind event. It's a giant mean sea level pressure event, which means it could bomb out a little more and raise the winds higher. And it's definitely a large rain event. And so this tail here is what we are going to be. That rain train, it's going to have a giant wind punch. So I would guess, now if you look from this point to this point, that's probably a day of rain, if not more. Let's go to our quickie thingy. Damn, dude. Yeah, but the volcanic pressure heat, magma seems to have left or consolidated and is now here, and maybe on the other side of the planet. That's another crazy thing. I'm glad I get to tell you. But you know how in Indonesia, I think the major volcano area is here. Like over here, right? So the major volcano, this is where the tsunami was, this is where the 7 earthquake has happened a couple times now. If you go all the way across the planet, like if it was a ball, the other side of that ball is over here, right? So if the Earth is a ball and there's magma in the middle, the other side of that volcano pressure point is right here in the Caribbean, and these are islands created by volcanoes. So I don't know about, I don't understand the lava tube directly, Dutch or SO might, but I would definitely think that having a volcano spot here and a volcano spot here, and then you got your pop out spot on the side, if you can think of 3D here. So yeah, it's like the Earth is expanding, growing. The Earth is growing. What causes the Earth to grow? The sun. Sun's energy enters the Earth through the auroras. And then magic happens. Science is like, no, carbon. I'm like, yeah, science, I don't know. Sometimes I think your science is limited by what? The aurora, that's the dimmest I've seen in a while. Sometimes I think science is limited by what is advertiser friendly. I'm going to relight my cigarette. It went out. That's the dimmest I've seen the auroras in a while. So it goes into the auroras, and then the planet grows. understand why is this spot on the ring of fire so silent. This troubles me. Another reason I need a woman to hold my hand, just to make the volcano worry less. But I'll survive, you know? No woman ever wants to hold my hand again. I'll live. Nobody ever died because no woman wouldn't hold your hand unless they were falling off a cliff or whatever. Last update. That's Edna. Yeah, and Edna was like popping like crazy. It didn't stop last time I saw it. I'm sure it stopped though. It's probably steaming and smoking. Yeah, all these volcanoes are going off. Wait, how long was it? This was only supposed to be like 10-minute video. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an edited video on the Cali cane. Just because I get all crazy. But I want you guys to know that I love y'all. And thank you for checking it out. And thanks for being cool. That's what I will do. Wow, 3. Thank you, Petra. You are always a champion as well. And a Titan. And I love you. You deserve a hug. 350,000 on the West Coast without power from mudslides and storms. Okay. So yeah, the final wrap up. If you are still, oh, I need more kitties in my chat and my lap. I should get a kitten this month finally. I was scared to get a kitten because I was like, what if I get a kitten and then I end up homeless? So it's gonna be like a double whammy because then I would be homeless. And then I would bought a kitten and then made the kitten homeless. So I'd be standing on the side of the corner with me and my sad kitten being super extra sad. Nobody wants that shit. If I had to be sad, I would only want it to be one kind of layered sad instead of 2. But we're finally out of damn Scorpio cycle season after 6.3 years, and specifically the last 4 months and the last year and the last 2 years. And so it's damn time to get a kitten, right? Hell yeah. And it would make cute kitten noises. What am I going to name it? Man, that's what I was at the baby shower yesterday. I was thinking, man, I want to have a kid just so I can name the kid. Naming a kid sounds fun. Okay, a lot of times I'm telling jokes. Emma Watson, Selena Gomez are gorgeous, though. And I like good voices. I want to lay there and have a woman tell me a kick-ass story as I fall slowly asleep. And then hold me tight. Is that too much to ask? Hell no. Okay, great. So I'll be back. I'm going to do more research, and then I'm going to edit a video. And I want everybody to stay cool, be cool, know that I love you, know that I appreciate you, and know that better days are ahead. Okay? Ready? Break.